Happy Monday, family, and welcome back to Poised for Purpose, the space where calling meets clarity and purpose becomes something you actually walk out. I'm your host, Tabitha J, and today we're talking about what happens after the prayer gets answered. Walking in rooms you once prayed for. Because nobody really prepares you for this part. We talk a lot about the prayer, the hope, the asking, and the waiting. But we don't always talk about the moment when the door finally swings open and you step into a room that you once only imagined. And for me, folks, this isn't hypothetical. There are so many things happening in my life right now that I prayed for. Intentionally, specifically, sometimes quietly, and sometimes through tears. The doors, the opportunities, always grateful for financial increases, and even this podcast. There were seasons when all of it felt so far away. When I was doing the work without the visibility, believing without the evidence, and trusting while still having to show up in very practical ways. So when things started shifting, I had to pause and recognize this is what I asked for. And what nobody tells you is that answered prayers don't always feel how you imagined. Sometimes they come with joy, and sometimes they come with pressure. Because now the responsibility is real. Now the stewardship matters. And now the question becomes, can I carry what I prayed for without losing myself in the process? I dare not lose myself trying to manage the moment or show up halfway to something that I prayed fully for. And that's the part that people don't always see. The part after his yes. The part after the door opens. The part where gratitude and accountability meet up. Walking into those rooms that you prayed for isn't just about being present. It's also about knowing how to show up. And there's a difference between being excited and being prepared. Between being invited and being equipped. Between arriving and being ready to remain there. I've had moments when I stepped into rooms and I had to realize, okay, I have to move differently here. Not smaller now, but just wiser. Because when you walk into those rooms that you prayed for, you're no longer just representing your desires. You're now representing your discipline, your character, and your consistency. And we got to tell the truth here. Sometimes the room does not clap. Sometimes it observes. Sometimes it assesses. So don't get offended by that right away, because that may not be rejection. What you're feeling is that responsibility. And when you've done the internal work, when your confidence isn't rooted in that approval and your identity isn't tied to being impressive, you don't have to force that presence. You can stand comfortably in the space because you know you didn't sneak into that room. You were prepared for it. So if you're walking into new rooms right now, new opportunities, new circles, new levels, let me leave you with this. Honor that room, but do not abandon yourself. Bring your excellence. Leave away that insecurity. Bring that humility and bring your wisdom, but don't bring that hesitation. Remember, you didn't pray to arrive unprepared. You prayed to grow into this. So watch what you pray for. I'm Tabitha J, and this is Poised for Purpose. Keep walking it out, keep choosing alignment, and watch purpose meet you where you move. If today's episode gave you something to think about, share it with someone who's stepping into new rooms too. Screenshot it, send it, or tag me at the Tabitha J and let me know what resonated or your biggest takeaway. Oh, and don't forget, the Ministry Leaders Edition drops on Thursdays for those who need a little faith-based fuel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you're locked in all the way around so that you don't miss what's next. This season, we're not just talking purpose, we're learning how to live it with consistency, clarity, and character. I'll see you next time.